What is up? What is up?
That's ridiculous.
Thank you for tuning in to another Live from the Corner. As you can tell, we are joined by literally family of the show, friend of the show.
Yeah, I'm back.
Dr. Pamela Gurley is back with us, author extraordinaire. We are so pleased to have you back with us. And then, of course, this is Live from the Corner, broadcasting live every Wednesday, 9 to 10, right here, ListenVision, listenvision.com, WLVSradio.com. We got a packed show for y'all. Of course, Dr. Pamela Gurley is part of the action pack we got. We got some other guests coming on with us.
We got DJ Dreads Bill in the house.
Represent. Louisa's here on time for once.
Mind your business, Bree. Mind your business, damn it.
Let me touch your fro. Is that real?
It's your own
You know what I'm
way.
saying?
You can pull it if you want.
And of course, I am Breezy Sheba.
I am Louisa, voiceless.
Say what?
What?
Voiceless. Go ahead.
What?
And I am your man, AI, aka Real Nose, man.
But before we get into, Dr. Pam, go ahead and introduce yourself too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce
Well, he
yourself.
introduced me. Dr. G's back in the house.
Dr. G's
Okay.
back.
Dr. G, and for everybody out there, Dr. G does not stand for what?
Gangsta.
You say what?
Gangster.
It does not stand for gangsta.
Okay, we're double checking. Okay.
And
I could be the.
kind of hate to start the show on a somber note, but foolishness has struck again. Jealousy, player hate, whatever you want to call it. We want to say RIP out to Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke, who unfortunately essentially was murdered earlier today in a home invasion out in California. So I definitely want to say RIP to Pop Smoke.
We don't also lost another young brother.
And homie was just
20 years old.
20. He was just 20.
It's kind of sad, man. Come on, man. LA, come on.
Not
I understand
sad.
you got to
LA.
tap in every once in the blue, but man, you ain't got it.
But you know what? On the way here, I was listening to the K Slay show, on Sirius XM, and he, kind of doing his tribute playing some Pop Smoke music. I never really heard his music, but still a young black man. I still want to, give my condolences. And K Slay's like, he just on a show like 3 weeks ago, living life, just vibrant.
For sure.
Baby, baby.
So man, look, jealousy, player hate, whatever, man. Let's get back to days when you just go to the fist with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be hating somebody else because their career is doing a little better than yours. There. Once you give that person, see how they doing, to get where they at.
Take it to the studio.
Rather than that. But yeah, so Dr. Pam, what is up?
Not much. Staying busy.
Still busy.
Staying busy. Well,
Not much. Okay.
Well, it's a lot this up.
Apparently so.
What?
No, you said a lot is up.
A lot is up.
And the way Louisa's saying that, she like your representative, so apparently a lot is up.
Don't touch my hand.
I thought you were shaking my hand.
I am beefing. I ain't nobody shaking
Why are
your
you
damn
beefing?
hand.
Why are you beefing?
I'm beefing.
Why are you beefing?
Because you met my homegirl, man. You met the love of my life, man. I've been trying to get on the news forever. You met her first.
I met her first.
Speaking of news, you were just on
Good Morning Washington. I was. I'm very honored, and I tell you, it was an extraordinary experience. And I posted recently how, just even being on there, what I had to really go through, because I have a bad cold and I was coughing and I had to numb my throat and I have 2 stitches in my mouth from oral surgery, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it happen. I still have stitches now, and I'm here. Hey. Yeah, and I gotta get up at 4. I keep my commitments. I gotta get up early for work tomorrow, but it's okay. I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna
really honestly.
You all are just as important to me as Good Morning Washington.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That's right.
I'm still hating though. As y'all saw in the picture, can you please explain who that is?
Julie Wright. Yes, she is amazing. She is extremely, extremely nice and a great interviewer as well. So I'm thankful. Thankful for Good Morning Washington too. I stop hating. It's okay.
She should have married me. She wasn't that thick before, yeah.
PJ.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in love.
Yeah, so
she be telling that traffic.
How was it being on?
So, for one, it really does. It goes by so quick.
Right.
But I will also tell you that when you do something live, you got to pray that you don't mess up. So, you know, it's like, okay, please don't cough. Please, I don't want to be one of those that go on TV and then I'm viral over something crazy. And even my publicist, shout out to Nico.
I was just
He
about to
said-
shout Nico out.
Nico too good.
Nico.
No, he was standing there and he was like praying, like, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up, because he would have to do damage control.
Have a Wendy Williams moment and fought.
Oh,
Which one was you holding in, cuz?
I know. So yeah, so that was, you know, that was like one of a great experience, but at the
Right.
same time when it's live, and I realized
A
that
little nerve wracking.
I was nervous. It's nerve wracking because their audience is like over 4 million.
yeah.
And so when you're live and somebody has an audience of over 4 million, I think it's like 4.1 million. You're like this. I was like, okay, let me just answer this. And even though people say it didn't look like you was nervous, I was hella nervous.
Right.
Hella nervous.
That's when you take your pauses and you,
Yes,
you know what I'm
and so
saying,
I had
formulate
to try
yourself.
to be methodical in how I thought. And so I also wasn't sure which way. I had a list of things that she would want me to expound upon, but I wasn't prepared for everything, you know. So it's good to be like quick on your toes, but I also know what I know,
Right,
and
right.
I believe and stand by, you know, the topic of being unapologetic. So it was perfect motivational Monday for me. So I was happy.
So speaking of that, apparently the book is doing good. It got you on Good Morning, you know, Washington,
dope.
right?
It is doing well.
So let the world
name
know,
of your
because we
book.
may not have 4 million viewers, but we do have.
In the name of your book, young lady.
Is I am not a stereotype. I am her. H-E-R. And it does. I'm praying that it does get better. But so I mean, there's a few things. If I can say, I have some things going on. So next Thursday, I will be in Charlotte at the for the CIAA. I'm doing this speaking on. I'm going to speak on a panel, and it's called "The Future is Female," and it's a fireside chat. So I'm really excited about that. It's sponsored by WeWork. And so, yeah, I'm gonna drive up and literally drive back. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. on Thursday,
That's
the
right.
27th. But you
That's
know,
nice.
but the topic, the future is female. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of something so great? And so, definitely get the tickets on Evite. Check it out if you're in Charlotte, because that's
The
where I'll be.
CIAA is going to be live. You sure you going to want to leave?
Yes, I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be
leave because
lit.
I have to work that
Some of
Friday.
your homies going to be there. That's
I
your
gotta
party. You
work
hear me?
Around is
Look,
real.
I gotta come back and work on Friday, so it's literally a drive up and then I'm driving right back.
So obviously the book is being well received. You're being booked for speaking engagements,
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
Besides Good Morning Washington and the CIAA, do you have any other
Yes.
speaking engagements? Any other interviews scheduled?
Yes, and so I will be a part of the Black Authors Matter tour that's
That is
starting.
so cool.
Yes, starting in April, at the weekend of April 4th and 5th. So I'll be in Houston. In May, I will be in Atlanta. September, LA. New York in September as well, and then in October I'll be in Chicago. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't have in place yet, with some additional dates of speaking and book touring, because my schedule just kind of piles on. That's what I got today. So I have a few other things, and I'm going to leave a surprise, and I'll tell you what I will share with you all offline, but I will actually come on here when I debut a really, really big achievement.
Okay.
I will break the news here first.
Oh,
All right.
great.
If nobody knows out there, she put us in her first press release. At least
I did.
Louisa, and she did mention the show.
did.
It was dope. After that, we have garnered some major attention since then. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited.
you're gonna have to tune in. I'll give you the date sometime in the middle of March, where I'll drop the news first right here.
Better not be when I'm at that No Limit show.
I'm gonna make sure. When is
When's
that?
that?
No, it'll be around the middle to the end. I'll hold the news until I
right.
can come here, and I'll let you all know. You know, we'll coordinate some dates, but it's big news. It's big news for me. So.
Beyond.
Right. So besides the speaking engagements, the booking, the book tour and everything, how has like the everyday common person react to it? Has anybody came up to you on the streets like your book changed my life, or this chapter just did something to me, or this particular line or sentence just changed my life or something?
I not so much on the streets. I do receive emails and text messages, and or people would reach out to me through my business email as well. So just telling me different things, or they'll leave me DMs. I get several DMs about
That's where it go
different things
down.
in my book and how they've been inspired. And I mean, even one young lady who talked to me and she said, you know, she had left a volatile domestic violence relationship after reading my book.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to
Yes,
shout
it's
out
very-
any names that you remember, you know, from the DMs or, you know,
I
important
am
emails?
no.
or anything like
The
that?
reason why I'm not is because the information that they put in there
They're sensitive.
was very sensitive,
Right.
and I'm going to respect their privacy. And like I said, because a lot of my book deals with, you know, me being in domestic violence relationships and whatnot. I mean, I was open about it, and that was one of the things that they said to me. It's like, I can't believe you were so open. But that's the purpose,
But
is
see,
that
that
you let
helped.
them know
That
that
helped
you're
her
not
leave or
alone.
help all the people that are reaching out to you. Like I say all the time, we don't live for ourselves.
Correct.
We do not live for ourselves. Anything that we do is for other people. So it's great that you were open and transparent in your book, because
Yeah.
that helped someone, a lot of people,
Yeah.
and that's really good.
Now, I know, I assume that when you were writing the book, that your goal was to help others. But did writing the book help yourself?
So writing, that was therapeutic for me for two ways, because when I was writing, I had already overcome a lot of the things that I had written about. But it was a reminder of where I had been. And it was also a reminder of where I never want to be. And so when I look and handle relationships, any relationships, like one of the things when I was on Good Morning Washington, the word boundarize has somehow made people hit my DM a whole lot more. Like, oh, I never heard. I said, well, it's not a real word. I created the word boundarize.
It's in the
because
PAM dictionary.
It's in the PAM dictionary, yes, because we need to place boundaries for our own mental wellness. Not mental health, but our own mental wellness. We need to make sure, I don't care if it's with your husband, your wife, your girlfriends, your kids, if you don't put boundaries up, not for what just comes inside your space, but what goes outside your space, you have to find value in putting boundaries around everything in order for you to have some level of peace.
Now, when it comes to peace, did you heal?
I've been
Is it
healed.
sealed? Did you seal
It
that
is
envelope?
sealed.
I'm over it. I'm moving past
But
it.
so I know I did, is because, and I put in the book, I'm not enemies with any of my exes. I'm definitely not, because that lets me know that there's still an attachment. There's energy left there, and there is none.
And
I
that's
Give them
can be
power.
cordial, yes. I'm
Yeah.
not.
That's a sign of growth.
That's the
maturity
sign of
as
growth
well,
and
yeah.
maturity, and that you're really truly over something or somebody. When people say, "Oh, I'm gonna hold a grudge forever," that's because you're
Who are
giving
you
that
hurting
person
though? Who are
energy.
you hurting?
Yeah, you're hurting yourself.
You
That's
hold
really
on to
it.
things
So
like that.
we have to get beyond holding grudges and being angry, and And remember at my book signing, I said, some of you broken ladies need to stop breaking good men.
Yeah.
You'd have to accept some of the responsibility. I know it's like,
You have
what?
to accept all
And
the
I'm not
responsibility
saying I'm
for
not
anything that
saying
you
that
do.
they're not broken.
Yeah.
They're not broken men that hurt good women. I am just saying that from a woman's point of view, if you are not healed from whatever somebody did to you, you're gonna go and break somebody that's good.
Because hurt people
Hurt
hurt people,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that's the only way you can act. If you do not go in with that inside, and deal with whatever you're dealing with, and go back. A lot of people are afraid to look at that monster. A lot of
Yes.
people are afraid to step in front of that mirror, and if you're afraid to look in the mirror, you're going to continue to give out what's in the inside. You got to go in and fix whatever's in there, and as long as you ignore it, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. You have to do the work. It's scary to look on the inside and see that thing that you didn't want to see, but once you go in and do it, and once you go in and actually cry and deal with that stuff, you'll be so much better. It's worth the tears. It's
You don't
worth
think
the pain.
broken men hurt good women?
Excuse
You're
me.
a man. I'm asking.
First
I'm
of
not
all,
saying you're broken. I'm just saying the men on here.
I see
The
how
men.
you
Yeah, no,
want to sit
I agree.
there.
I mean,
but
you know
we
what?
always agree with that. We always agree with that.
I always say this. Whenever you hold a grudge, you are giving somebody free mental space in your head.
Oh yeah.
And I understand that everybody's process is different. You know what I'm saying? Some people take a lot longer, and some people take a lot shorter to get over things. But one thing that I find to be true in either long or short case, you have to make a decision that you're going to want to. This is my opinion. You get people that hold on to things for 20, 30, 40 years. In 20, 30, 40 years, you've had an ample time.
Well, we can always say that, but it takes time.
But you know what? I'm
No, but after 40
There's
years,
always triggers. There's always
after
triggers
40
left over.
times,
How do you handle it is key.
You have been
Forgetting it is
the
impossible.
reason why there are triggers are because you are not
Forgetting it is
listening.
impossible.
You're not
Triggers
paying
are
attention.
everything.
The triggers are a sign that you have not dealt with that particular thing. If you listen to those triggers, you can deal. That's very important. And I'm very much an advocate for men because they don't have a voice. So there are a lot more broken men than women, to be honest. If you think about it, there are a lot more broken men. Why? Because they do not take the time. They don't have a voice. They don't have somebody to listen to. They don't have. They don't have anybody like we do.
Hey,
We
Corey,
have
you
so
gonna
many
hug me
different
tonight,
outlets. We have so many different outlets as women, and the men do not. So we can deal, and we're more aware of that. We need to have this because we speak to the women all the time. But men do not have they don't have that. Oh, you know what? I can heal too. Or you know what? I should, let this go. Or, because they don't have somebody telling them that's okay. Their brother don't come to them and say, you know what, dog? I know you hurting. It's okay. I'm hurting too. Let's talk about it. They don't have that same outlet, that same platform.
We do have outlets.
You do, but you don't trust your outlet because you don't let everything out. If you trust your outlet, there'll be a lot more happier and peaceful men than they are.
So let me ask you this, all right? Because you got into it, right?
I got
and
so
you are
damn
looking.
did.
You just sitting back. You started
Sure
something,
damn
right?
did.
I didn't
So
start anything.
when we speak of outlets,
Okay.
and you say that a trusted outlet, if we can't trust our women, who can we trust?
And that's the problem. If you cannot come to the person that you are with and have a conversation because you're hurting, you are not supposed to be with that person because you don't trust them. Trust and respect go hand in hand. If you cannot trust the person you are with, there is no purpose. How can you not come to the person you're with and tell them that you hurt?
Well, I think part of that is because
And you don't trust yourself either.
Okay, all right. So we don't trust ourselves, right? But coming up, being raised by a good mother, a great mother, okay, you look to them and look to every woman to be just like them.
And you have to understand that every woman is not going to be your mother. Your mother loves you unconditionally, regardless of the stupid shit you do. Your mother is going to love you. But you also have to have that same unconditional love within yourself because you have to be open and willing and honest to accept your part. Because no matter how hurt you are, who hurt you, you had a part in that. You have to accept your part in your pain. This is how I was able to deal with the stuff I went through. I'm divorced, and I was married going on 14 years, been with this man since I was 16. And if I didn't look at myself and see that I accepted the BS and I had a part in our failing of the marriage, I would not be where I am today. If you do not accept responsibility for any and everything that you do, any and everything that you say, and what you allow somebody else to do, you are going to continue to be hurt. I'd rather live in peace. I'm sorry, I don't have time.
Now, what happens when you accept everything and you beat yourself down full?
No, you don't beat
What you've
yourself down.
There's such thing as being overly apologetic.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean,
you've
for
done what you've
yourself.
done. Like,
No,
how many times can you apologize?
No,
You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is
Apologize
you
to who?
apologize. Right. Who?
Exactly.
Who
That's
you
the problem.
apologize?
With men, we
Apologize
don't
to
necessarily-
yourself.
Okay. So within-
apologize to yourself.
Okay.
And then if there is something within you that you just cannot let go, and you go to that person that hurt you, tell them that they hurt you. Tell them what they did. If they don't accept it, fuck them. It's about you. It's about you.
I like your
You
language.
did.
That's language terms.
You deal with it. You let it. Once you tell the person it's on them, it's no longer your responsibility. It's your responsibility to let it go and to move forward. You are responsible. I don't care if you were a child and you're hurting from childhood. You are grown now. It is your responsibility to look in that mirror and look at that ugly thing that you see and fix it. So you can keep on going because men are beautiful too. Women are beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. But you got to know that if you don't have somebody telling you this, you'll never know. As long as you are an adult, it is nobody else's responsibility to fix you but you.
Now, that right there is a testament to your book.
Yeah.
Do you see what you just got started?
Yeah,
Through your
Oh,
book?
it don't take much to get me started.
Through your book?
it's
But
a
it is
conversation
important.
deliberately made to be a conversation, though. It's definitely deliberately made to be a conversation. That's why in the back I did a reflection Q&A for people who have like book clubs and all of those things because it's introspective. I think everybody should take a look into themselves and recognize, am I really living my authentic self?
That's
At the end of the
And
day.
a lot of people are not because they're afraid of showing who they are. If
Let
you
that
don't
ugly
show
out.
who you are, please,
Let that what? gotta be a pause with that.
No, ain't no pause. Let that shit out so you can go. You people don't realize it's so much things that's holding you back. I refuse to continue to be in that place that I was in before, because you lose your life trying to be what other people want you to be. Be yourself. Be yourself.
And this is the reason why I wanted y'all to have at least once a month a Q&A like this, because honestly, this has to be vented, and it doesn't need the interruption of me or Breeze or anybody else. I think this needs to be discussed amongst ladies. You know what I'm saying? Such as ourselves. I think this is a beautiful moment.
It's important that you have something to say.
I'm always appreciative when I come here and start shit.
I love it, because I got it for you. I'm ready.
You know, we're running the family. Right? All right, so back. But with that being said, make sure you tell everybody where they can reach you at and your dates
and get your book.
So you can
and book you.
That's true. So you can, if you want me to speak or you want something specific, you can email me at info@imdrpgirly.com. You can get my book at www.imdrpgirly.com/shop. And I'm also on Amazon, iBook, and Barnes & Noble Nook on ebook on all those platforms.
Get it, y'all.
So you can find me on all of those.
Now this has been great, but before we go to break, I do have to shout out our one and only sponsor. So